Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, and beekos, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. Joining me once again is my friend Voltanus, the bitch, and we will be doing the Craglorn questline.
It's funny how he calls me his bitch, and yet I'm always helping him do bitch work.
I said the bitch. I didn't say you were my bitch. I just said you were.
Well, you call me the bitch,
bitch,
and yet I'm helping you do the bitch work.
I could do this on my own. I just thought I'd bring you along because, well, friendship.
Yeah, why not? But yeah, welcome. You're going to watch us do the bitch work.
Anyway, let's see what we get to do for the bitch work. Let's read the billboard.
I don't wanna.
Traveler beware, an army of unknown warriors has been attacking convoys in the western wilds, while a massive force of Atronachs threatens all who take the eastern road. Do not leave the city without military escort. Do they seriously think that we, of all people, need military escort?
Well, they're saying that for any dumbass who happens to be like the rest of the townsfolk, not heavily armed warriors who've had almost decades worth of experience.
Fair. Anyway, let's read the rest of this. The Stargazers, a group of scholars devoted to the study of the stars, seek aid warriors from across Tamriel to face these threats. If you would lend your aid, please contact Hara, the Hilltop Observatory in Belkar.
I shall accept.
Where is Belkar? Okay, we're in Belkar.
Yeah. Where are we? Where is Belkar? Inside the hall.
We're in it.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, if you say something, you're inside of something, almost every time it's gonna sound wrong, no matter what it is. You can say you're inside of a car, and it'll automatically make people feel uncomfortable.
I don't know, something fucked up my boss was doing on Sunday. So you know how people hate the word moist?
Yeah.
So when it's our job to let people know when the floor is wet or when anything, but my boss, when I was working with him, he wasn't saying that the floor was wet. He kept letting the cooks know Sunday that the floor was moist.
Speak quickly. I am very busy and our order is stretched to the breaking point.
You've been having some problems. I'm here to help.
Of course. I'm sorry. You've come to help us and I
need to know
rude.
the situation. Tell me what's going on here.
Then I'll start from the beginning. A short while ago, the three guardian star signs, the warrior, the mage, and the thief, vanished from the night sky.
Oh, they vanished from the night sky. How interesting.
What happened?
I wish I knew. I've studied the stars my whole life. I've heard them speak. But now they're silent. It's eerie. All I know is when the Guardians disappeared, three powerful beings started attacking Craglorn. They call themselves the Celestials.
The Celestials?
I don't know. It's not a name I'd ever heard before. Two of the Celestials identify themselves as the Warrior and the Mage. The third, strangely, calls himself the Serpent, after the 13th constellation. The thief is nowhere to be found.
What do you need for us to do?
Stargazers consists of scholars who are no match for the current threat. We need champions to face the Warrior, the Mage, and the Serpent, and, if possible, to find the thief. Join us. Be our strong arm, our sharp sword against the Celestials.
I'll join you.
Thank you. We have a lot of work to do. But first, you must become an official member of our order.
Oh,
Enter the
brother.
Circle of Stars and accept
You know,
our
the last
blessing.
time this happened, I automatically joined an order that was about the giant spaghetti monster. Well, not spaghetti, sorry, fucked up there. About a giant spaghetti monster.
Okay, I'm about to offend a bunch of people, but the giant spaghetti monster has more validity to it than anything Scientology.
Stars above.
Oh shit.
Let this new light do your will.
Yay, for floating.
Accept them, O stars.
Let them always follow where you lead.
Oh,
Oh,
please
they're
aid them.
chanting together.
And bless them to restore those who have fallen from glory. Our missing guardians.
What is?
Oh, please bless them.
We must talk. Do not be afraid. I am a
Oh, here's the
friend.
thief.
What the?
Forgive
fuck?
me. I did not know any other way to contact you without revealing myself.
I'm reading
Even
these
now,
books.
the
Fuck
Serpent's
this.
followers, the Scaled Court, are searching for me.
Who are you?
I am the Celestial Thief. I appeared with the other Guardians when the Serpent broke free and manifested in Tamriel. One by one, the Serpent trapped the others. First the warrior, then the mage. He wants to do the same to me.
Are you saying the serpent is controlling the other guardians?
Yes. They attacked Craglorn against their will. Listen, the Serpent's nature is chaos. He wants to undermine the very order of reality. He will not stop with Craglorn.
Then how do we stop him?
My power alone is not enough. You must free the other Guardians. I will help you as much as I dare, but the Serpent is looking for me. If he ensnares me as he has the others,
How do I
all
free the
is
Guardians?
lost.
Can I just say this is bringing Guardians of the Galaxy to a whole new meaning?
Hara
No
and the
shit.
Stargazers will help you. Use their knowledge. Look for the presence of the Scaled Court.
Yeah, the first second
Where
she
they
brought the
are,
Celestials,
the
immediately my
Serpent is
mind went
surely
there.
at work. But you must not tell anyone you
Yeah.
saw me.
Are
The
you really the
Serpent's
thief
followers are
constellation?
everywhere.
Tell me about the Guardians.
You have been accepted by the stars above. You are now one of us.
I'm not reading any of this side shit, I'm just doing what's necessary to progress through the story. So I'm already
Oh.
outside.
Well, I thought.
Again, I'm in a hurry. Yeah, I'm in a hurry to get all this base game shit done.
The stars have accepted you. I just hope it is not too late. Volumes of prophecy have been written about the stars, but not even the oracles foresaw these events.
Where should I
Where
start?
should we start?
Gather allies
Okay.
before you leave the city. You'll need loyal friends to face the armies of the warrior, the mage, and the serpent. Return to me each time you learn something new. I will use what you learn to devise a plan to defeat the Celestials. It appears that the serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better. That gives us a chance to learn what we
Alright.
can about this threat
just
and
read
plan a
everything?
defense.
I'm out of here. Engarian.
Help! Please! Please, you must help.
Tell me what
There was a terrible accident. My colleague, Kelman Locke, we're sorcerers. He leads my circle, or Lehadai. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base. To show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently. So we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dolmen. But our plan went horribly awry.
How so?
The Circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the Dark Anchor. Instead, they turned on the Circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
I'll travel to
travel.
the Proving Grounds Dolmen and see what we can learn. I'm saying we, so because there's two of
Yeah,
us.
no shit. I'm gonna jump off with the horse.
Where is it even at? Oh, it's all the way up here. Fast travel!
Holy fuck, that's far. Wait, is it that far?
I don't know, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
it
care.
is.
All I know there's a way shrine right next to it, so yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
I'm here.
You a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch. That was terrible. I will never be doing that again.
terrible, just like paper.
Terrible. Just like Eggo waffles.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I like waffles, but Eggo waffles make me want to vomit.
I know to be crucified for that, but guess what? My opinion, bitch! Opinions are like
Be
assholes.
quick
Everyone
and
is one.
stay quiet. It's the only certain way to remain alive.
Okay, we gotta talk to the thief.
Friend of the stargazers, look at this place. Here, the mages of Craglorn fended off the Prince of Schemes and his dark anchors. But the sweet taste of victory quickly turned bitter.
What do you mean?
The mages called on the power of the celestial mage. They summoned ancient and powerful Atronachs to defeat the Dark Anchors and battle Molag Bal. But as soon as the Dark Anchors were defeated, the Atronachs turned against Craglorn.
Why? What happened?
And that's what I need you to learn. A conjurer named
Are you
Kelman
fucking
Locke was
kidding me?
present when the Atronachs were first summoned. When they turned, his fellow summoners were killed. He was the only one to escape, and I fear grave danger.
I'll go to Haddock's Market and rescue Coleman.
Hurry. If Kelman is lost to the Serpent, so too are our chances to understand why the Atronachs turned.
That kind of annoys me a little bit.
What?
That we came here just to talk to the thief, when we could have talked to her when we were there.
There. Oh, we gotta go back to Belkarth.
No!
Yay!
That's what's annoying! Let me know when you're there.
Also, Vault, literally, people hate this zone so much.
I can see why!
No, it actually has nothing to do with the quest, as far as I know.
No,
to
not
do with
us.
a wagon full
The
of
place
goods
just
and no
looks
one to buy
naturally
them, huh?
boring.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I hate it, but most people hate it because they made it
Look, I have this
oddly
necklace
hard.
and these rings. They have to be worth something.
like before they nerfed it both, it was so hard that you couldn't do shit without a group. Now they made it somewhat manageable solo,
That traitorous bastard Montclair is hiding
but
atop
only
the
after the
demon
community
Reports from the front
bitched,
show
you
the
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I'm here, I'm just sprinting.
I know, I'm...
Where is the way up?
I think we have to go around the mountain.
I think I found the way up. Also, did you say around the...
I said I think we have to go around the mountain.
Oh, well, about that. She'll be coming round the mountain. Round the mountain when she comes.
Viewers, if you ever thought that video was gonna die, this could be the moment.
What?
If you ever thought somebody was gonna die on screen, this is one. That's great one. Hey, I think Ultra Troll is going to have his name back.
Alright, we gotta go in here. Also, can I just say, Craglorn is just like the most random name in this entire...
Yeah. Fuck it, going Warlock.
You wanna know something fucked up? I told one of my coworkers the other day.
What?
I was telling him about this picture that I saw where this one guy had made 3D stickers, 3D life-size stickers, and he just goes around to random places, putting them on the ground, making people think they have proper airplanes. It's funny as shit.
I love that.
And I mean, there was one variant of this story that I saw where it was the article on it, photoshopped beneath it was the devil saying, I must say I'm a big fan.
Oh hey, there's a note back here. Trumbull's note. Behind the weird egg thing right here.
It's excellent, no?
Oh look, Grandmother Thunder. And she is smoking that ass. Hey bitch.
This is probably the oldest mama suit in Tamriel in
Not my fault. I blame the Nords. They're always genocide, leave it.
except for those words are not good. Oh,
You know, for their own benefit. You know, no big deal. Not genocidal at all. Except if it's the very definition of genocidal.
also I told something fucked up today, and I'm gonna tell you.
So,
It's way too fucked up to say on the screen. And I'd rather not risk getting demonetized again.
oh, this is very fucking fucking everywhere.
Well, we're just kicking ass, aren't we?
Indeed. But yeah, cool. We get to go over the wall.
Donald Trump's triggered screams are hurting.
Yeah, Trump's autistic screams hurt in the background. Nah, I'm not political. Ignore what I said. Okay, just
Not political,
just to
but
make
I
it
know
fair.
an asshole when I see one.
yeah, just to make it fair, I'm gonna make a Biden one too. This fucking ass looks like Alzheimer's smacked him in the face.
Not gonna lie, that's fucking funny.
He always looks
I
like
see a
someone.
sky shirt.
He always looks like someone slapped him in the face. He squints like he does. Or like he
I
does.
just want to bet that the reason he squints all the time is because he's fucking stupid.
Dude, I just wanted to believe it. That was he's a fucking stoner. Also, yeah, that sky shark you're talking about is up here.
I know. I just was pointing it out.
I'ma take it.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, everything's a dildo if you're bold enough.
Okay, the most cringy thing, I've seen that in context used. So someone posted this thing basically saying about comparing women to snakes, saying blah, blah, blah. And also pointing out that as a part of the argument that
Away, Phantom.
snakes
Unless you are here to free me, I will have none of you.
I'm
like
no
vaginas.
phantom, Kelman
And
Locke.
then someone commented,
I am the
anything
celestial thief,
suggesting
and you
that
know
he's a snake.
why I am here.
Just another bandit.
Or
then?
anything's a pocket
just
pussy if
like-
you're brave enough.
I've already been robbed
Yeah, that's
blind.
someone
There's nothing more to
literally
take from
replied to
me.
him with that.
The Atronox. The
And it wasn't
celestial
replying
maid
as a
showed you
joke.
how to summon them in a
Replying as in,
dream.
I'm
Do
correcting.
you remember?
Yeah.
Why
Because
have they
what you
turned
said is
against
just-
Craglorn?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh no. No more celestial mages
Okay,
and
Dr.
serpents.
Kelman.
I've had enough of
I
all
can't.
that. I saw what happened to the others, and that won't happen to me.
Dialogue, go faster. Thank you.
Who are you? Are you in league with this thief? I demand that you free me immediately.
We'll free you if you tell us what you know about the Atronox.
The Atronox? I don't care to think about those creatures. One moment we were summoning them and destroying the dark anchors.
Alright.
Why did the
And
Xbox
next they
turn against
turned
you?
on us like ungrateful dogs. It was terrible. A giant spectral serpent appeared at the summoning site. We sent the Atronox against it, but they refused to obey us. They killed the others. Coward that I am, I fled. But then I was captured by these common rogues.
How did the serpent gain control of the Atronox?
The first Atronox we summoned.
Oh, shit.
Who are you? The Atronox?
You skipped
It
the
was
dialogue,
terrible.
didn't you?
A giant...
By accident.
I
yeah.
don't know.
Anyway, okay, there we go.
But I think I know how to find out. We need to talk to the Atronox
Defeat the
directly
flame frost
and
and
ask
storm
them what
astronauts. I'm
happened.
going up the stairs real quick to see if there's anything worthwhile.
Right. How can we do
The
that?
first Atronox we summoned were ancient. They could communicate to some extent. They didn't speak, but we heard them in our minds.
There's
They
nothing
commanded the
worthwhile
others,
up
and
here.
we controlled them. With a gem we saw in a dream. The gem of celestial command.
You know, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 would not have been as long as movie as it was if Star-Lord had the Gem of Celestial Command. Just saying.
Seriously.
Actually, now that I think about it, if he used that on if he used the Gem of Celestial Command on his daddy, just imagine the kind of bullshit he would use that for. And I'm not meaning like useful, practical bullshit like defeating the gold people. I mean like the dumbest bullshit you can possibly think of, because we all know what Star-Lord does. He's like a child.
Indeed. Hey, shit, give me a second. I forgot to start the dishwasher.
Where do I find this gem?
Well, as it happens, that's the one thing the bandits didn't get their hands on. I was able to keep it hidden. Don't ask. Take it. Find the storm, fire, and frost monarchs, and use the gem to bind them. You'll probably have to fight them first.
And then?
Go to the summoning site and use the gem to call on the monarchs. I'll meet you there. They might be more favorable to me, or maybe not. But now I've helped you. Will you release me?
Yes, we'll release you.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Dishwasher was not being run.
No, see, it wasn't turning, it was walking.
It can't run. I took its legs. That's why it became like this.
I just thought of a really...
One that was probably
Indeed. Also, I'm at the entrance waiting for you.
I know. My spider is currently running like a midget with his head currently on his shoulders. It's a joke meant to fucking confuse you.
I didn't even hear catch half of what you said.
Exactly. Hey viewers, tell him the joke later.
You know I can just go back and watch this, right?
Yes. Also, wasn't really a joke, that was just me saying random stuff to see if it would fuck with you.
Calm down, Rose.
Hey, 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 whoa, 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 hey. Hey, hey Raven, you're gonna hate this part. I have more of a sense of humor than she does. Hey,
It's
yeah,
funny because
hey,
it's true.
Hey Raven, I know you're gonna probably watch this, and Blake's probably gonna get you to watch it, but yeah, you're gonna hear this a lot.
I'm gonna start this video just because of that.
What, that I said I have a little more of a sense of humor? Don't just tell me fuck off or something like that. Hey,
She's basic.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get me back. You always do.
She does?
Yeah, she gets me back in some form or another. Either letting me get killed in a game, or making sure I don't progress in the game because she managed to find a way to stop me.
Yeah, see, the funny thing is, she made that threat to me once, but at the same time, like, she was like, you know, I can just...
She never really said that. She never said it as a threat. She just did it randomly. So I know,
really but she made that. She was all high and mighty, and acted like,
Dude, it's up here.
the way is up there.
Yeah, you have to go back the way you came.
I was trying to sneak around past that gargoyle.
I did. There's a way around it to where you don't have to battle it. You just have to be hugging that side of the rock.
Also, can I just say, these A-Lead ruins are depressing as hell.
Well, yeah, the fucking ruins. They're not meant to bring you fucking joy. It's not Disneyland. I'm kidding. Dude, Disneyland hasn't brought people joy for a very, very long time. Now, it just empties your wallets. It does Vegas's job, but on a more substantial scale.
Dude. Imagine Disneyland being an anagram for EA. I would believe it.
I would.
I would believe it.
But there's no doubt about it. Every villain is one.
But also, you wanna know something super funny? I was watching this movie, I don't remember what, and this dude was talking to his crush. And he's like, hey, what would you react when I got your name tattooed on my head? He's like, wow, I didn't know your name could fit all those letters. I didn't know your penis could fit all those letters.
Burn. Fucking burn.
Oh my god. But yeah, honestly, like, oh my god. You actually want to know something really funny that I found that I saw in an early 2000s TV show that I sort of have a guilty pleasure for?
Yeah.
So, if anybody remembers this other than me, let me know. But the show was called My Babysitter's a Vampire.
Oh.
Don't judge me. I love it. Also, you want to know what I love the most about that movie? And the show? most is how much it rips on Twilight. Like, legit, especially the movie, it is ripping hard on Twilight. The TV series doesn't do it as much, which is unfortunate.
Oh look, a giant bone colossus.
Poke it with a stick.
I'm gonna pack you with a stick.
But anyway, there's this really funny thing in the first episode of the TV series where the two main characters disguise themselves as cheerleaders to figure out what's going on. And their friend Rory ends up falling in love with one of them, not even knowing those are actually dudes in mini skirts, and they're both. And it's like, dude, those are literally your friends in wigs and mini skirts. And the fact that you're developing crushes on one of them is borderline creepy. Like, dude, he's talking to them as if they're kids, and it's just like, how do you not recognize that those are your friends in skirts?
Yeah, unless you were really...
It's also funny, like, after they... dude, imagine if he was secretly... And one of the characters was secretly gay, and Rory was too. And, like, dude, there is some weird roleplay shit that they would do, just saying.
Well, what the heck?
Like, legit, I find that funny. And then, a later scene, he talks to his friends, and they're cheerleader disguises. And they're like, well, what about someone, like the one who he didn't find as cute? He's like, what about so-and-so? And then he lists his pretty much cheerleader alias to Rory, and then Rory disses fucking hard on her. Whatever, same difference. And then his friend, who's cheerleader persona, Rory finds more attractive, he just casually laughs.
Screw you, die, dude. Fighting the boss and the plays while also fighting others.
But seriously though, I don't know. That was fucking
funny as hell.
I found it funny as hell. Like, dude, that brand of humor is dated, but I still incredibly find it funny.
Well, yeah, sure,
and
it
there
could
is
be
also
outdated. Then again, a lot of humor is outdated. Like, Abbott and people say it's outdated.
Who?
They who's on fucking, who's on what the fucking, it's baseball. Basically, they always give these baseball players funny names. And basically, I'm gonna start a baseball team. What's on one of them pretends to be confused all the time just to that what the name of each of the players are.
Don't pretend I understood that.
See, you're already...
But I also didn't hear what you said because of all the background noises from the fight.
Okay, so... They're starting a baseball, and they're going to have players on the team who have weird names. Who's on first, what's on second, what's on third. So basically, one of them's like, you know the baseball team? Yeah. Who's on third? Yes, that's right. Who's on? That's right. What? No, he's on... I don't know. He's on third. What do you want to talk about? Yeah. Basically, they say that's
okay, that's
humor.
fucking funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
He's totally fucking with him.
But like, see, what I love most about the movie, which came out with the TV series, is how much it ripped on Twilight.
Hey, help
Honestly,
me.
that's legit.
Oh, you left. Fuck you.
I'm doing the quest, bro. I don't
Yeah. Shut up.
Reason I knew that that was ripping on Twilight.
Yeah.
The main thing that I knew that My Babysitter's a Vampire was ripping on Twilight was it came out after post Twilight craze. Like it came out post that, and it made fun of the people who worshipped Twilight during that point.
You know why I never understood that?
Hilarious.
What was so great about Twilight that people were worshipping about it, other than it was talking about vampire teens? Basically, this bitch just randomly gets introduced to this family of vampires. They're not even cautious about it. They just randomly fucking tell her, hey,
hello,
guess what?
Metalhead.
We're vampires. Like, you...
I think it's just because a lot of the... And it's probably just because people love that whole school chick teen drama. It's just...
But still, like,
which, at the same time, like, I understand that. Sometimes it's interesting and fun to watch, but at the same time, it's incredible.
But,
right?
The part that I don't understand, for a family of vampires that's lived decades, would learn this thing called secrecy. Because if you're trying to protect that you're vampires, don't you think people who, you know, misinterpreted vampire, like, throughout all would kinda have something to that?
Case in point.
In point, the same with witch trials. What they may not have been about vampires, but these wizards? Imagine what they would say about vampires.
They just, it's like, tanning salons go up, sales go up by a whole fucking $1.
No shit.
Meanwhile, the amount of people using tanning beds has gone up by over 100%.
Exactly.
They're definitely not being used for executions.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, like, especially if you're, like, the tires make it to where they can still go out in sunlight.
Which, that's fine, but they're also super gay.
But it also removes the factor of, like, it removes the curiosity that vampires have. Living a tortured existence where you can't be around.
Yeah, but also sexualizing and romanticizing vampires more than what they've
if you ever
done.
see the Underworld movies, those do an excellent job at, quote-unquote, romanticizing vampires and werewolves.
Well, no, like, almost every vampire movie ever made is some romanticizing and
the Christopher Lee
sexualizing.
ones were a good one.
Oh yeah, those were awesome.
Only Christopher Lee's Dracula could make a vampire bite someone's neck sexy.
I disagree.
Well, as far as I've seen, he's the only one who's actually been able to perfect it. Well, not perfect it, but make it look sexy.
Gary Goldsmith, Sirius Black.
You mean Gary Oldman?
Yes, him. The dude who played Sirius Black. He
yeah.
Played Dracula. Oh, so what do you think of this door?
Looks like Hircine's fucking wet dream.
Honestly, though, like, dude, this is something that I could see them putting on a shrine to Hircine. It looks badass.
This is what I mean, dude. This place looks like a shrine to Hircine. If you're gonna have a fucking place where you worship a Daedric prince, don't just make it look like a random fucking key. I'm not saying all of them. If you're gonna have a fucking shrine, make it Skyrim.
For real though.
In Skyrim, these things fucking indestructible to some degree. You fight one of these things.
I wouldn't say they're indestructible. They're just very annoying, obnoxious.
You fight one of these things in Skyrim, you're fucked. No thanks.
Perfectly honest, I probably died to more ice wraiths in Skyrim than I have any other enemy.
I've died to saber-toothed tigers.
I've died to everything in the. I've died to everything in the game, but
if you die to a fucking rabbit, I am forever scolding you.
Dude, you'd have to be Rose to die to a fucking rabbit. Just saying.
Hey Raven, if you hear this, I did not enter this joke. It was all him.
Hey, Rose, if you're watching this, Judy Hopps wants to.
Oh, good lord, you're an ass. You know, that's one of the few movies that I can watch that doesn't suck. That's by Disney.
I like most of the movies, but that one is by far my favorite. It's at least in my top 3.
No, one of my top 3 is Moana. One movie that was very unforgettable that just came out recently, that fucking new animated movie. It was very forgettable.
The one about the dragon that grants wishes?
Yeah, it started with an R, The Last Dragon. But yeah, it was a very forgettable movie. You never heard people talking about it, like, ooh, I want to go see this movie. Made by Disney.
I probably saw the trailer to that once.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a very forgettable movie. What fucking movie? What's this even supposed to be about? Yeah, it's a dragon who grants wishes. Congratulations, you just Dragon Ball Z to Disney movie.
Yeah, plus like dragons granting wishes, that's not a new concept.
Seriously,
Dragon Ball Z is probably the most famous example.
Dragon Ball has been using that same trope since the fucking 1990s.
Real though.
Goku would like to know your low. But yeah, no, we're getting off that topic. But yeah, back to Disney. Yeah, Disney made that movie, and honestly, sorry, I had something in my throat, and no, it was not a dick. It's not.
Is it a frog?
No, Kermit. No.
Use the gem on each stone focus to summon the Atronachs.
Oh, cool, it's updating.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just did that one.
You are not our master. We do not serve mortal flesh.
Who do you serve?
The mage. She created us, imbued us with thought. But she has fallen, corrupted by the serpent who crawls on his belly.
You mean the celestial mage? The serpent controls the mage? How is that possible?
Magic.
Trickery, deceit. And once he controlled her, he turned her power against us and enslaved us.
Why go to all this trouble?
Because that is what the serpent does. He has used the mage to create a new monarch, one with all of our powers, one made of pure air.
Where can we find this new monarch?
We do not
Everywhere in
know.
the zone.
All we remember is a name. Valamath.
Valamath? I know that place.
The only one I know
alien ruin.
talking when they talk is the
Thank
girl
you.
because
You
well,
are just
Defeat the
the only one out
serpent's
of these three
abomination.
that looks like a
Defeat
female.
the monarch of air, and we will tell our master of your kindness.
Well, the funny thing is, I know who it is who's talking because I have subtitles.
This is
Oh, you
very
do?
bad news.
Wait, that's an
The
option?
serpent used the monarchs and
Yeah.
their power to create a new Atronach. One with the
Also,
ability
you know that
to take
ruin
on the
we
elements
passed?
of other
That alien road we
Atronachs.
passed? You have to go back to it.
Yeah. Of course we do. Anyway, how...
Well, I'm not one to
How does he
speculate
do
on the
this?
powers of the Celestials, but it seems he manipulated
I'm
the
gonna head to
mage
it.
somehow. in our power to correct at the moment.
Because I conversated
we can
with that
try
guy.
to find this new Atronach, an air Atronach. The monarchs called it.
Hey, do you think this new Atronach is an airhead?
Hey, do you think him and Aang would get along?
Probably, yeah. Dude, imagine, dude, the solutions to this problem of the elementals, like, clashing like this. Aang would just have to show up.
Am I the only one who thinks that Aang was one of the most successful avatars?
To be honest, when we're all discussing the best avatar, we all knew that Roku will never be included in that list.
Hey, whoa, hey, Roku did what he could, man. He's human like the rest of us. He wanted
But at the
to save
same
his
time...
friend. Like, seriously,
Yeah,
in that situation,
No,
would you have the
binding
heart to
won't
kill
work.
me if I was...
The air
if I
monarch was
um,
created from the power of 3
if I was him,
monarchs.
and you had
It's
no
too
prior
powerful.
knowledge
It
to
must
it?
be destroyed. The monarch said that it could be found at a place called Balamath. I recognize the name. It's an alien
And
ruin.
you had no prior knowledge.
Just saying, if I was in Roku's situation, I don't give a fuck. The second you give signs of me disliking you, or you being evil and a threat to all the people I cared about, I would end you in a heartbeat.
He wasn't a threat to people he cared about. He was just conquering the Earth Kingdom at the time.
He wanted to conquer the world. He didn't care about
Yes.
people. He wanted to
And
conquer-
when
Well,
Roku
good luck
put
with
a
that.
stop to it,
As for me, I think
he
I'll
never
keep my
thought
distance.
that,
I've had more than
that
enough
he would
excitement
result
in recent
letting him
weeks.
die
Thank you very much.
as a result.
because Roku's a dumbass.
No, he thought his best friend, the best man at his wedding, wouldn't result to such measures.
Hey, if you go into the delve, I'll just tell him.
Alright, I'll just go in so you can
But
do
seriously though, Roku could have the show would have never happened if Roku just did his job.
that. He
and
was
put a
human,
stop
dude.
to Sozin.
He may have been the Avatar, but again, he was human.
Yeah, but at the same time, think with your head.
He fell for the same weakness, well, not weakness, but the same thing that a lot of people do, and a lot of people suffer because of it. Roku was no exception.
I know, but at the same time, a lot of people hate Roku for the exact reasons that I'm saying. If he hadn't have been so foolish,
If he had struck Sozin down that day in the throne room, the war would never have come to pass.
exactly.
And he acknowledges that it was his fault that the war happened. So I'm here.
I actually just got here the second. It's funny. But seriously though, like, I don't like Roku because of that. He was so foolish and idiotic. And see, Aang wouldn't have had the same duties as the Avatar if it wasn't for Roku. He could have just been helping people around the world as needed. He wouldn't be having to fight for Roku's sins.
And already acknowledged to Aang that he apologizes for inheriting his mistakes.
Yeah, but still, that's no excuse.
It's not an excuse. That's just it. He wasn't trying to excuse what happened. He was just simply apologizing because, well, he wanted to.
Apologizing don't fix the situation.
Well, he did have that on multiple occasions.
Well, yeah, Aang. I know, he helped on occasions. Really the only thing he did in the whole show.
Be a teacher, spiritual guy, you know, works. I'm not saying he's not the best Avatar, but he did his best to help Aang fix his own mistakes.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't like Roku because of this.
No, I think Aang is one of the best Avatars because, not because he's the main character of the show, but because he did what almost no Avatar before him was able to do. Master all four, well not quote-unquote master, but able to bend all four elements in 1 year. That's 8 years worth of living you have to go to learn how to use all 4 elements.
Technically, all 5. Because energy bending is a thing.
Energy bending Avatar 1. And even Avatar 1. So he was the first Avatar to learn energy bending.
Yeah, and then he passed that down to Korra.
No, he didn't.
You know,
Korra never.
Yeah, he
it's not
did.
something you can inherit.
Unsettling. The way you
No, he passed it down to Korra. He taught her how to do
I wouldn't be a
it.
very good thief if I couldn't come and
Yeah,
go
why the fuck
as I
did she just do that
please.
to
Well,
Umalak?
I've done what you asked of me. Are you satisfied?
If that's
You
the
have
case,
done
he would
That's
have.
actually a
well,
really
and I
good question.
appreciate your
Seriously,
efforts.
Because, like,
Thanks
the
to
only
you,
time I've ever
the
seen her and
stargazers
heard
now
of her using
understand
energy
the
bending
nature of the Atronach's
is
threat
at
and
the
how
end
to stop it.
at the defeat of Amon, where she gives everyone's bending back.
I suppose I should thank you. I couldn't have bound the Atronachs or defeated the Air Monarch on my own.
Fuck.
I'm sure this isn't the end of the Serpent's mad plans, but I'd wager this sets him back for a while.
I hope so.
Listen, I know I've been a spineless lout, but I'm grateful for this. When we summoned those Atronachs, we never imagined they'd be turned against Craglorn.
Yay!
If I can ever repay the favor, let me know.
To see, the only time I remember Korra ever energy bending is basically what happens is Amon fucks with her, and then the only thing she's really able to do after the fact is airbend, and she goes into it, and
because
and then basically Aang gives her bending back, and in the process teaches Korra how to do that, and then when Korra beats Amon, she then gives the bending back to everybody else by doing that exact
Aang
same
doesn't
thing
give
that
her
Aang
bending
did.
back until after Amon's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You kind of messed up the order on that one, but yeah, I get you.
But yeah, Korra knew how to do it, but what I'm angry about is why did you not explore this more in the show?
Like, seriously, you created
And-
problems for Korra that would have easily have been solved had she used energy bending. She could have used it on Unalak during harmonic convergence. She could have used
Also,
it.
can I
These
just
accursed
say
soldiers appear?
that the
Have I been gone so
whole
long?
ordeal with Unlock, I am not a fan.
Yeah, I hate to agree, but yeah.
Also, wasn't Unalak her uncle?
Yeah. And also a confirmed member of the Red Lotus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was one of the ones that was trying to help Nazir take her as a child.
We're going the wrong way.
Also, apparently I'm not in your group anymore.
Seriously, it says you're still
But I can't see your thing on our compass.
weird. Yeah. See. Yeah, I see. I still see your thing.
I still see
and it still
you.
says you're in the group.
But oh yeah, there it goes. It fixed itself.
Okay, I was just about to suggest these. Yeah.
Alright, so where are we headed?
Well, I hit continue zone quest, and I ended up going the wrong way.
Can you share it? Because I didn't.
I can't share it, dude.
Oh.
I don't have it.
Oh yeah.
I hit continue zone quest. That only shows you where you have to go next. It doesn't
Oh, I didn't know. You
abracadabra the
okay.
quest into your inventory.
But
just
it's
shows you
zapping.
where
That
you have
quest
to
is
go
now
to
in
get
your
the-
inventory zapping.
I mean, that'd be hella convenient, but also less fun.
Yeah, because you can just zap the quest in your inventory.
Zap, zap, zap. Clap, clap, clap.
No, it's slap, 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 slap.
I know,
slap, slap,
I know,
slap.
but that basically, when people, when people ask me what Palpatine is like, I'm just like, zap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Fools, the lot of you! Another one, eh? Come to gawk at Titus the Mad? Well, I'm not insane, no matter what you may have heard. And I might be your only hope to defeat the Ankara.
The Ankara? What are you talking about?
The Ankara, the cursed Yokudan army that has invaded Craglorn. They serve the Celestial Warrior, but their true master is their general, a man of unmatched cruelty named Tarash Z. I can help defeat him and the Ankara if you'll only listen.
Who are you, and how can you help?
Call me Titus. It's a long story, but I'm familiar with Tarash Z and his army of Ankara. Centuries ago, they were part of the Ragada, the Yokudan invasion force that subdued and conquered Craglorn. But Tarash Z and his army were among the worst.
Okay, can I just say that I don't trust this guy? The last time I met a guy named Titus, he ended up fucking over an entire empire. Just saying.
Indeed. Oh, the last time I met someone named Titus, I killed him.
Yes.
No joke.
His blood was very warm when I drank it that night.
Undead? Huh. These are no rotting Draugr or mindless skeletons. But it's true. They can't hardly be called living either. Untie these bonds and help me stop them. I'll tell you what I can when I'm free.
Question of the bloodline of the Septums was
Undead?
long since
Thank you.
done away
You
with.
are a noble soul.
Before
Perhaps you'll actually believe my
Titus
extraordinary
started
tale when there is time to tell it.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
But
Dynasty?
first, meet me at the cave called Buried Sands.
I think so, yeah.
If my suspicions are correct,
Is it a dynasty?
we'll find something we need
If
there.
anybody knows,
It's a...
hit us up.
I think the definition of dynasty is different
'Cause they
chapter
call it-
of the same empire.
Yeah, because they call it
That'll
the
be
Septim
sore
Dynasty.
tomorrow.
So yeah, Dynasty is
From here
word.
before
Alright.
we're seen. I'll try to grab some proper clothes and a weapon.
Yeah, the Mead Dynasty
Meet me
Dynasty.
at the cave known as
took
Buried
place
Sands.
after the Septim
There's something I have to
Dynasty.
retrieve
Martin
there.
Septim. That's the
I'll
type of
explain more
Septim
when you
bloodline.
arrive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're close. A line of hereditary rulers of a country, or a succession of people from the same family who play a prominent role in business, politics, or another field.
So yeah, the Mead Dynasty came after Martin Septim sacrificed himself to close the Oblivion Gates.
Also, can I just say that it was the biggest bitch move?
What, to kill Martin?
No, not that. Plus the developers did that.
Yeah.
It's just a part of the story, so it gets some slack. I'm just like, I think it's the biggest bitch move. Like, you conquered, quote unquote, conquered, and I'm gonna say air quotes conquered, a crippled empire after it's had a huge crisis that fucked the economy. And
You made
militant
it.
forces.
Good. There's an
Like,
ancient burial.
that's
The
And then-
not really
Ankara.
conquering.
The
Yeah, they
self-proclaimed
pretty much
Emperor
inherited
Tarash Z's
everything that
personal
Martin,
army.
well,
Each
Martin's
warrior
father left
pledged
behind.
eternal loyalty to the
And it
Emperor.
resulted in
The cursed form they wear
the
is
Great
the mark
War
of their...
that everyone talks about.
If the Ankara have risen from beneath the sands, it can only mean that Tarash Z has returned
yeah,
as well.
it sort of resulted in the
They
Great
are
War.
bound to him, you see. They rise to his call. The Royal Guard gave up their lives when the Emperor
That's
died.
not the cause of the Great
Each
War,
buried
but
separate in their tombs.
the Thalmor
With
basically
them
saw
are
an
the royal
opportunity and they
seals,
took
the
it.
keys to the royal crypt.
They saw the Empire
One
was
such tomb
weakened.
is here.
It's old,
If I'm
no
right,
longer as
one of the
good as it once was, and yeah.
Plus, new inexperienced.
I fucking love that ult I have. It drastically
The
increases
entrance
the
to the
damage.
chamber. This is it.
I discovered
seriously, though.
I discovered that ult a little while ago.
A resting place of great honor
Ooh,
by
that's
Tarash
right.
Z himself.
What's in it? Ooh.
This is the second Argonian style I've found.
You see, I am not of this
Oh,
time.
you found it. Oh, it's a trunk.
Centuries ago, I sought to end the reign
There's
of
nothing
the
left in the trunk.
self-proclaimed
You get out of
Emperor
that.
Oh,
Tarash
lockpick.
Z by working secretly from within his royal
Ooh,
guard.
Nice.
blueprints. in this urn, but I can't.
The presence
open
of this tomb means that I failed in my mission.
Mine.
Witness.
You.
Names beside a royal seal.
Earned it.
The seal is what we are seeking. It's one of the keys needed to enter Tarash Z's crypt. The last thing I remember before appearing in this time was the sound of a battle horn. Then I heard the voice of the one you call the Celestial Warrior. Tarash Z must have heard the same call. It is why we have appeared in this time.
I don't know anyone named the Celestial Warrior.
Ah, much better.
I call him Chuck.
Chuck
There are
Norris?
2 more seals to recover. 2 more tombs of the Royal Guard. Vanity of Tarash Z will serve. He had scribes record every conquest, every monument. They will have written about the burial places of all his retainers. In my time, a great library existed in a place called Ranizah.
Okay, what celebrity
If it's still there, the information we
based
need
on
could
their
be inside.
movies alone and not who they are in their personal life? What movies would you associate with the constellations in Elder Scrolls? Like what movie stars? Like Bruce Lee would be the warrior.
No,
he was established that.
No, Bruce Lee
Who would be the warrior?
The warrior would have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, the warrior being Arnold Schwarzenegger. Holy fuck! Death Mother, you've gained some weight. Man. Fucking new weight. Fuck. Right here. Fuck am I moving so slow?
Because you're a fat piece of shit.
Fuck you.
Maybe one day.
No.
But not today.
Who this? I'm I first noticed that without a second thought.
You wanna know something I find really fun in a cartoon show?
What?
How their villain is supposed to be the embodiment of darkness and evil. And yet he's the funniest and
What? Aku? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love how he's supposed to be the supposed to be the embodiment of evil and darkness, but like I don't even know how to describe Aku. Like he's just a funny, grumpy piece of shit than he is like you know.
Yeah.
Also, he's apparently a fan of shit extra thick.
I was a fan of Samurai Jack.
Appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a kid. I don't lie.
I never liked it as an adult either. It made me joking for trying to be a serious element.
I always thought it was more serious than it is jokey.
It seemed more jokey to me. Was never a fan. If I wanted to watch a comedy, I could watch a comedy. The whole point of watching this is for me to have some action. Not just
I was
action.
I was telling one of my old coworkers from Fred Meyer, and I'd almost consider him a friend of mine. He doesn't really have any reliable like work and help at his job. And I told him today about Click, my favorite scene from the movie where he pauses his boss when he's talking shit and just slaps the fuck out of it. Yeah, he slaps the fuck out of it. And then that whole scene ends with him farting on him.
Yeah, farting in his mouth, and then he's like, "I taste shit." You do? Stacy, did you shit in my lunch?
Yeah. And it's great, and I'm like, you know what, Rick? So I was telling Rick about this. It's basically like, I feel like you'd want to do this to help you have it. It's far from unreliable. Like, it's supposed to be a professional business, and all they fucking do is curse and bitch. And plus, one of the, like, their job is to bring in carts and keep the lobbies full of customers. Rick tells me that more often than not, it's going to help, always sit and chat around and fuck off, instead of actually doing their job. Meanwhile, the lobbies that they're supposed to keep full will sit empty. So, yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Volt?
Honestly, I think people should have more job training, not only in training for the job itself, but to prepare for, like, the social things. Like if you're working for a job that requires you to be, you know, not so fucking depressed all the time, like, that's your job. And I get that you have personal issues, but... yeah. Hey, can you help me take care of these children? Because, well...
Sorry, I'm already inside.
You dirty bastard.
But no, like, I'm asking specifically
help me
what
kill these scorpions. I can't
what
go.
your thoughts are on how, on, like, that help that Rick has.
Well, first, come back out here. Okay. I think it's horseshit. Like, he's doing his job, he wants to help, but no one gives a shit. Like, obviously, the people need to be fired, or the people who actually do their fucking job.
Yeah, and I keep telling, and like, the management there, they let him get away with it. That or they don't know. It seems to be a bit of both. Somewhere in the middle. But me and Rick both agree that the second Rick leaves, they're gonna have a reality check.
The Tome Guardian.
Does he atone for our sins?
No, I'm asking. There's a second one because you keep opening the books for killing the Tome Guardian.
I'm here for the books, not the murder.
Well, I'm trying to kill them so that we can open the books.
I'm able to open them. So,
wait, that's it! Let me see that! I know it must be mentioned in here. Ah, here it is. Both were granted personal burial chambers near the falls to the north. I pray the entrances
also,
have not
I
been buried.
forgot how small of a quest
We
line
should
this
split up
is.
to
We
save
only
time.
have 8 quests to
You
do
find Riza
on
and Tommen's tombs.
the third out of
retrieve
8.
their royal seals.
2.
I'll go to Tarish Z's crypt and
No,
scout
3,
out.
because we're on the third
We need to
quest.
know what we're facing. When you have the seals, meet me at the crypt. With luck, we can catch Tarish Z unawares.
I hope you know.
Because
Good
When
luck.
we meet,
I'll
I'm gonna
see you
slap you
soon.
with a book.
so you're throwing the book at me.
Now, see, if I were to throw the book at you, I wouldn't be slapping you with it.
But I hope
I'm
you know
beating
that
you with
would turn me
education.
on.
I'll be the board of education. Huh!
And I can easily get a hammer and nail.
Hey,
And I
this is
can
not the time
easily
to
say to
nail
you,
the problem.
nailed it.
Huh?
But yet I nailed it. Also, I feel like, okay, you know, the Tweak family from South Park?
Yeah. The ones who
I
did
feel like that they
so
are
many
a
drugs that
metaphor
their
for
son
crackheads.
is permanently in a state of cocaine-fueled
Well, no,
insanity.
like, it's coffee that's doing that to him. I feel like they're a metaphor.
No, it's legit. There's drugs in the coffee.
Is that a canon thing or a
Yes,
theory?
there is legit drugs in the coffee. They literally pick up the drugs that you use for the coffee. They do drugs.
Do they know about it?
Yes, they know about it. They put the fucking drugs in the coffee.
Well, I know, like in the South Park video game, which is canon, they get their coffee from drug dealers.
No, that's what they put the drugs in the coffee. At the store. They don't get coffee from the drug dealers.
Actually, they do. In the game, you legit get coffee from crackheads.
Yeah, I know.
At Kenny's house.
Well, it's actually not. Yeah, it's near Kenny's house.
No, it's literally in their shed out back.
I almost fought that wolf off.
Wait, no, it wasn't the shed, it was their garage.
Yeah.
Hungry. And so am I.
I like how in the first South Park movie that they had the mother was bitching that Kenny was gonna go to hell. And yet now they were in a cult where they could bring Kenny back every time he died.
Real though.
So now Kenny is basically immortal. He can never really die.
Also, who do you think dies more, Kenny or Rose?
Kenny. Kenny by a mile. Every episode is...
Almost every episode.
If you could take a shot every time Kenny died in an episode, he dies more than red shirts.
Honestly, dude, if you take a shot every time Kenny dies in just the first season alone, you're gonna have a liver failure.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have liver failure. Probably
like,
you.
When one of your main characters literally dies almost every single episode, you know there's a fucking problem.
Hey, George Martin, guess what? South Park was able to do it, and yet still, they have a fucking fan base.
Believe it or not, Game of Thrones does have a fan base, but it's very small.
Their fan base is dead by now, dude. The show's over, the world service, basically.
Forgive us all. We are slaves to a vile serpent.
Hell.
Take mercy on us and end our unnatural existence.
Also, I'm in the next boss fight right now.
I was just getting to you.
I'm just letting you know.
Do we not have to fight these bosses? No, I mean the bosses that are sitting.
No, we don't.
Oh, so we got to fight that guy, so thanks for that. And probably.
Oh, it updated for you?
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
Well, I wanted to fight the XP for it.
We're in a group, dude. It shares the XP.
Hello, gargoyle statue. That's not an actual gargoyle. Thank
Actually,
fuck.
they're all gargoyles.
Oh,
like,
God.
they're gargoyles, dude. They're not fake ones. They're real. They just have sentience and can come to life and witness them. You know, like Karens.
But they don't. They're the soulless beings that vampires never want to become. They're social and cultural vampires. Anytime there's fun, it gets sucked out of the room.
I love how in that Yo Mama So Karen video that I watched, they legit, like, the Karen legit scares the piss out of the fucking animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Why were you being chased down by the Grey Cloaks? What'd you do?
What?
You were being chased down by Grey Cloaks.
Interesting.
And now you're being chased down by wasps. You attract the weirdest enemies, dude.
It's nothing to do with me.
Hello, Gargoyle.
Just here.
Hello, other Gargoyle we probably can't avoid. And he's attacking me. And fuck you because you're probably not gonna come and help me. Yeah, fuck you. I mean, he's not gonna be able to kill me, but, you know. This dude's not even taking... Thanks, asshole. The tombs of Potambu.
Gesundheit.
Christ, now drunk. Zaza!
You know, when you're drunk, that's probably the only time you can really pronounce it.
No, it sounds like you're trying to hurl. Zaza! Oh. Holy shit, I managed to drop the whole place. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm not going in there. That's a gargoyle.
That's the way we have to go, my guy.
Fuck! I will stop. He threw the fuck at me. Spirit stone. Wait, what? I'll control the gargoyle. Wait, what? Dude? This fucking guy has said to summon this dude, this fucking dude popped out of the ground like a daisy. That's what I'm quoting. Are they stone or something?
Yes.
Oh, they're kind of like
Who?
kind of. Get it? Because they have that big ass tall stone statue that look like warriors.
I don't even know.
I don't believe that some things are stone, some things are stone. So basically, there's in China they discovered this a long time ago. They discovered a large hall filled with giant well not giant, of statues about 6 feet tall, all identical.
Oh, you mean the Terracotta Warriors?
Yes, the Terracotta Warriors.
Interesting.
Dude, I have only heard of them as the Terracotta Warriors. I've never heard of them.
I don't either. I just said the Stone Warriors.
Well, I've never...
Well, because they're made of stone. I mean, what more do you want from them?
Terracotta.
Which is a form of stone.
Yeah, actually, it's
Which is made from stone like material. Which is a form of stone. Just not fully considering it. Which a dirt is a form of stone.
No, it's not.
Which is also stone.
There are lots of things that are minerals that are not stone.
But they're the same tree that stone is. Not saying they're the same.
I'm skipping past that. And
Same.
if that matter, I'm just gonna speed through
Same. Just keep stopping over every fucking enemy. Except for that guy. I'm gonna fight this guy. Fight.
Ah, you made it! And with the seals too, I see. Then we're ready to proceed. Word is magical in nature.
Hello,
As
Titan.
long as we have the 3 seals within its vicinity, the door should freely open to us. Follow me, but stay alert.
How fucking long is this quest for building?
Apparently, very long.
Because, like, we're still on the 3rd
Did
fucking
you
mission.
think you
of
could
the main
escape
story.
this fate,
Oh
false
shit!
emperor?
This is based on the Terracotta
Even across the
Warriors.
eons, I will you.
Hey.
And my blade is as sharp as ever. Praise Akatosh!
I can't believe I forgot about that.
Fate brought us forward together. We all
But then again, with the amount of storylines and
those poor
zones in
souls
this
who
game,
Oh
do
shit,
you
you do
claim
my own-
existence will be avenged. Oblivion
I'll-
take you, false emperor.
Well, he's using a-
Belkarth is as
the
good a
way
place as
that I
any to
use.
take respite after our victory. I'm sure you have
Talk
no
to
questions.
Talk to the...
Listen closely. You were right to help Titus. Had Taurus Z been able to gather his forces, there would have been nothing you could do to stop them.
do you know why Tarish Z and the Ankara returned?
Each Celestial possesses an unusual gift. The warrior's gift is to call heroes across time. It seems the serpent perverted the warrior's gift, using the villainous Tarash Z
all this
cursed
free
army,
shit that I
the
can researching.
How did Titus get here?
My guess is that as one of Tarash Z's royal guard, he was summoned at the same
Well-
time as the others, yet he was unaffected by the serpent's manipulations. Perhaps because he was never truly loyal to Tarash Z.
What do we
Okay,
do now?
See that
I
Titus
just talked
makes
to
it
this
to
lady,
Belkarth.
so...
The stargazers will give him refuge. Feel he may still have a part to play in our struggle.
Should we just wait
Continue to
until
work with Hara of the
tomorrow to finish the
stargazers.
rest?
I will reach out to you again when it is safe to do so.
It technically is tomorrow.
Well, the rest of tomorrow.
Maybe.
Because of how long these quests are. We're on the 4th now.
Where is the bitch that we need to talk to?
Well, I just talked to her. She was in there. We had to talk.
In where? Like, I'm seeing the Corsair. It says she's below.
It's for me. She was in here. I went in here and talked to her. She was in there.
Corsair?
Yeah, the Corsair. Yeah, that's who I talked to. And now I have the missing Guardian.
No, it's
Talk to
it's
Nazdura.
Corsair.
Yeah, the Corsair. Well, whatever her name was. Yeah, I talked to her. Now I have the
It says
missing
she's
Guardian.
below.
Oh. Might have to Fucking check on the map where it says she's at, because...
I tried. It's
Oh.
not.
Well, maybe it's glitched, I don't know. I'm gonna travel to a city. That fixes it.
Can you share it to me?
Let me check. Quest.
Actually, can you zone?
Share.
She's in the Mages Guild. I'll just hit there.
Okay. Or you could just accept the share request that I just sent you.
No. I'm already traveling.
That's because you're a bitch.
You're one to talk.
Refusing to do something so fucking simple.
I like actually talking to the NPCs, heaven forbid.
She only says, "Can you help?" and then you accept it. There's not really much she says.
There's a picture on Facebook of a bird looking fucking angry on top of a mountain, looking at the mountain. And the bird says, "Give me love or I will brutally unplug your PC."
You know, I don't doubt that the bird would do it.
Did you know that the bird is the word?
Did you know that? Very few people know that the bird is the bird. The Outlaw's Refuge. Refuge?
Man, it's on top of this hill.
I know. That's where it says I have to go. Talk to him, does do it.
When I hit continue, that's where it said for me to go as well. But dude, there's only 8 quests. If you want to get off and go to bed, that's fine. But I'm gonna continue going through this.
Well, I could stay up for 2 more hours.
You've done so much for us in such a Oh, good. You're here. I'm worried about Hara. She's clearly tired, but she refuses to rest. She's going to make herself ill. Speaking of which, she wants to see you as soon as you can manage. It sounded urgent.
Do you know what Hara needs from me?
I don't know. It was strange. Hara said something about the Celestial Thief and visions you've been having. I heard how the serpent corrupted the mage and the warrior.
Well,
I hope
while
the
you're
same
talking
thing
around
doesn't happen to the thief.
Where is Hara now?
Right. She's upstairs in her study. Those 2 men, Kelman and Titus, are with her. I guess she wanted to meet in private, but she said it was very important that you be there.
Thanks, I'll go see.
Go on. Hara waits upstairs.
And back.
Boo.
Oh, you're mad.
Time is not on our...
No, I'm just saying.
Hara, what's
Oh,
wrong?
fuck you too.
Hara! What have you done to her?
What?
Nothing. Something just came over her. Hara, what can
Did you
we
eat
do?
my burritos?
He found me. You must.
Who
You probably
found
have
you?
the shits.
Who is doing this to you?
Find the ruins. Reinhold's retreat.
Get some milk. Maybe that'll
Get
clear
in
up your
there.
intestines.
You
Have
must.
some ghost chili.
No!
She's gone.
God damn!
Just gone.
I get ghost chili's
That was a
effective,
ball.
but I didn't know that shit could make blow.
A word,
That was
if
a
you
ball
will,
of
my
fun.
friend. Reinhold's retreat. Is that truly what she said? I thought my ears had conspired to fill my mind with the foulest lies. If you heard the same, perhaps I was meant to be here for reasons other than just stopping Tarish Z.
You've heard of Reinhold's retreat?
Another of Tarish Z's vainglorious projects. He desperately sought the place and the treasure it was rumored to contain. It surprises me that one as young as Hara would know of it. Even in my time, it was a myth.
Did you find it?
We did. It didn't contain what Tarash Z hoped for, so he ordered it buried out of spite. It should be directly below us if memory serves. I noted some Nedic remnants jutting from a nearby lake. I'm certain they're part of Reinhold's retreat.
How do we get inside?
I'm not sure. Tarash Z had the place sealed and buried. The original entrance is unreachable. Kelman may be of some assistance to us there, if his courage holds. Let's regroup at the lake and see what we can discern. I'll find Kelman and meet you at the lake. Nazdur.
We gotta go to a lake. That seems a little fishy.
Hey, did you break your cankles? Remember, viewers, never break your cankles. Break your shingles.
Speaking of like ankles, whenever you say cankles, I always think of the Ankle Sisters from Edit.
Like, is the cank?
Yeah.
There's definitely something still active here. Okay. Strange. I've seen these ruins jutting from the waters before. They always seemed so ordinary. But now they're practically humming with energy, and I sense... What is that? My gods, yes! It's some kind of entrance!
Why do you think it's different now?
There's only one explanation I can think of, and it's not exactly reassuring. If someone found the entrance before us and activated it, the residual energy would continue to emanate for a while after. If we go inside, we won't be alone.
Hara wanted us to go inside.
Right. And we mustn't let her down no matter how terrifying the task. It looks like the energy has its source at these sconces. I see nothing that can be done to activate this one, but it might be worth looking at the others. Fancy a swim?
Fancy a swim. I'm an Argonian after all.
I would love to swim in here if it was possible.
Honestly, I would love for them to add exploration and the ability to breathe underwater back.
Indeed. Don't get that over. I think you could swim.
There, in the center.
Faster than you, dry skin.
Passage must have opened into the water.
Quickly, dive to the passageway. We'll follow behind you.
Why do you sound like a stoned dark elf?
Because I smoke too many cigarettes.
Seriously, in Morrowind specifically.
Or maybe it's because they inhale so much ash. I mean, it would equate to the same as smoking.
On your guard, friends. Enemies lie in wait ahead.
Deny that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Course by the looks of them.
You want to kill girl or kill him?
I can skip ahead.
Oh, they're dead now, so let's go. Fuck you.
Alternative is a lot worse.
Fuck you. Oh, no, fuck off, all of you. Good lord.
Hey, walking through a public marketplace like...
Good lord, how many fucking people do you guard in one joint?
Oh, god damn it. Wait, no, there it is.
Fuck off.
You're too
And
late.
we get a
The
fight.
Apex Stone is ours. The thief will fall under my master's sway, and none will be left to stand against us.
Oh, dude, this would suck if we were either one of us were in.
No shit. Poison. spell star shot.
She's dead.
I got a lead.
You got a lead?
Yeah, I got a lead.
Maybe you should have led with that.
It runs with need. The Lorax would be proud. Nah, he'd hate me. No! Yeah, shit, we have to fight them. We're too close to the exit.
Yeah, we need to fight.
Nope,
I can't.
Fuck!
Wait, no, there we go.
Okay,
I can leave.
Okay, I didn't press it.
There, the Apex Stone. What are they doing to it? Is this how they corrupt the stones and enslave the Guardians?
Look, it's Hara. Why would they have her here?
Hey, do you want to know
We
a
have
fun
to
fact?
find a way to
Cole?
free her.
How do we stop it?
The Serpent Constellation aspects.
I suddenly hear him talk about
These ethereal stones are linked. I see now. Split off and use them both before their
Quickly,
power fades.
before more arrive.
Also, suddenly I'm remembering why I hate this questline so much. It wasn't because it was hard, it's because it's boring as fuck.
it also took so fucking long. Stop the serpent and free the Apex. Oh, you touch the stones.
Oh, okay, so we're just being idiots.
No,
Got
just
it.
you.
Fascinating.
I touched the stone on the left.
She knew this place was protected by ethereal power. A trap set by a thief or a thief?
A trap set for a thing by a thing. That'd be weird.
Can I just say I want to commit a hate crime against this elderly man?
Considering he just had to they said it's not for a thing by a thing.
Well, no, like this whole time we've been doing these missions with him, he's just been doing nothing but getting on our nerves.
Touch the element. Be Catholic and touch it.
Wow.
Hey, if I'm gonna get hate for this, I might as well make it
From the sides!
Kill yours, I got this one.
Ha! We've done it!
Yay, we did it.
Why do I get the feeling this isn't over?
Yes and no.
We will not fall here.
Oh shit, we have to fight the Silver Strike. Hello.
The true heroes have destroyed Mount Zod. It's the foreshadowing of your doom.
Could it really be?
Hara, you, all along.
It had to be this way. The time for deception is ending.
Hara, the celestial thief.
Now is the time for action. Forgive me. I wore the guise of Hara because I didn't know who to trust. But neither could I rest while the serpent preyed on their guardians.
You were the thief this whole time. Opened us up and helped us. Why didn't you trust us?
I'm sorry. The serpent is a deceiver by nature. I couldn't
So
be
what,
sure.
Sithis was trying to
When the other
take over
guardians
the
fell,
others?
I had to react quickly. I suspected that the serpent was
We
using our
just stopped
apex
Sithis,
stones
didn't
against
we?
us, so I secreted mine to this ruin for safekeeping.
Well, an aspect of Sithis. It's not entirely Sithis.
Well, an aspect of him just got his ass kicked.
You can see Sithis represents chaos, death, and destruction. And the serpent is just that. It's unpredictable and chaotic. So it's an aspect of Sithis in that regard.
The serpent is cunning, but he
Meet
has his
Hara
blind
at the
spots.
Stargazer Observatory.
He does not
Okay.
value the strength or cleverness of mortals. Taking the form of Hara, a mortal, allowed me to find champions like you. to join the fight against the Serpent, while eluding his gaze.
Now,
We should return to Belkarth. There is still much to do, if we're to free the other Guardians and stop the Serpent. But I'm done hiding. The Stargazers deserve to know the truth. I can transport you back to the city if you wish.
I'm ready to take us back to the city. But seriously though, Craglorn is boring as fuck.
No shit.
Like, on the one hand, it's an interesting questline because it focuses on the constellations. On the other hand, it's boring as fuck. Like, the concept sounds interesting on paper, but the execution, not that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was waiting
If
for
there are
you.
people who enjoy the with Craglorn, good for you. I personally just think it's boring.
Mainly because it's just not as entertaining as all the other ones are.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough. You trusted me, even when I'd failed to show the same trust in you. I won't make that mistake again. From here forward, we must work together closely if we're to defeat the Serpent.
What happens now?
We've sent the Serpent reeling, but he will strike again. We need to use this time to prepare our forces and free the Mage and the Warrior. Serpent can only be defeated through the combined efforts of all three Guardians.
Alright, 4 out of 8. We're halfway there. Whoa!
Lizard on a chair. Take my hand, won't begin, I swear. Laying on a bed.
Aren't you? We haven't met
That'd be
yet,
so awesome
but I'm
if we
aware
ever
of
got
your
to see Lincoln
accomplishments.
actually riding
You
a
are a
fucking
useful
bear.
person to know.
I want
Alas,
a pet bear.
I am but a humble
I know it
servant to my
probably be a bad
patron. She is a
idea,
far more
but if you
useful
raise it from
person
a
to
cub,
me than
pretty sure
I.
it'll be awesome. You're like a big-ass puppy. I mean a big-ass puppy.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard you discuss this.
Regent Cassipia?
Because it's
She has
fucking
plans
awesome.
for the
Who
scale
doesn't want
court.
a
Plans that
pet?
conflict with those of the serpent.
A bear for a
But
pet.
my patron can explain the details when you meet her.
That's because you're boring.
I just don't like bears.
Why not?
I last spoke with her at the old Dragon
Because I
Star.
just don't like
Try there. If she departed, I...
Meta bear?
Yes.
You have? When? That isn't Winnie the Pooh.
God, I never liked Winnie the Pooh. Ew. The only thing I like about Winnie the Pooh is the memes. And nothing else.
The memes of him sitting on the chair, yeah.
Yeah, I think that shit's funny. And I'm just like, there are some of them that I relate to on a spiritual level. That's probably bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Dragon Star.
Also, what do you mean the amount of times that Tom said this? I've only said this like 3 times.